My husband mocked my career, calling it a little hobby. So I showed them both. The little hobby that could. Chapter 1. The Spark. Emily sat at her desk, her fingers dancing over the keyboard as she crafted another piece for her blog. She loved writing about travel, sharing her experiences, and offering tips to her growing audience. Her blog, Wanderlust Chronicles, was her passion, her escape from the mundane routine of everyday life. She poured her soul into each post, detailing the sights, sounds, and flavors of every place she visited. Her husband, Mark, was a successful corporate lawyer. His days were filled with high-stakes negotiations and court appearances. He often dismissed her blogging as a mere hobby, something to keep her busy while he handled the real work. He would come home late, exhausted, and find her at her desk, lost in her writing. It hurt Emily, but she never let it show. She believed in her blog, and more importantly, she believed in herself. One evening, after a particularly long day at work, Mark walked into Emily's study. He glanced at her computer screen and smirked. "Still playing around with your little hobby?" he asked, his tone dripping with condescension. Emily took a deep breath. "It's not just a hobby, Mark. I have readers who enjoy my content, and it makes me happy." Mark shrugged. "Whatever you say. Just don't expect it to contribute anything significant to our lives." Chapter 2. The Turning Point. Months passed, and Emily continued to pour her heart into her blog. She researched, wrote, and connected with her readers. She started receiving emails from people thanking her for her advice, telling her how her stories inspired them to travel. Her blog's traffic began to grow steadily, and soon she was making a modest income from advertisements and sponsored posts. One day she received an email that changed everything. A major publishing house had noticed her blog and wanted to discuss the possibility of turning her travel stories into a book. Emily could hardly believe it. She agreed to a meeting and soon found herself signing a contract for her very first book deal. When she told Mark the news, he was skeptical. "A book? Are you serious, he said, raising an eyebrow. "Do you really think anyone will buy it?" Emily nodded confidently. "Yes, I do. And I'm going to prove it." Step 3. The Journey ***. Emily threw herself into writing the book. She spent countless hours revisiting her travels, recounting her adventures, and weaving them into a cohesive narrative. She meticulously selected photos, adding a visual element that brought her stories to life. The process was exhausting, but exhilarating. Her publisher was thrilled with her progress, and soon the book was ready for release. The day her book, Wanderlust Chronicles, A Journey Through My Travels, hit the shelves, Emily felt a mix of excitement and anxiety. She watched as the sales numbers began to roll in. To her astonishment, the book quickly climbed the bestseller lists. Readers loved her authentic voice and relatable stories. Positive reviews poured in, and soon, Emily was invited to speak at book signings and travel conferences. Mark watched in disbelief as Emily's success grew. He had never imagined her little hobby could amount to anything significant. One evening, as they sat down for dinner, he finally acknowledged her achievements. "I have to admit, Emily, I underestimated you. Your book is amazing, and I'm proud of what you've accomplished." Emily smiled, feeling a sense of validation she had longed for. "Thank you, Mark. It means a lot to hear you say that." Chapter 4. The Expansion ****. With her book's success, opportunities began to flood in. Emily was offered a regular column in a prestigious travel magazine, invitations to host travel segments on television, and collaborations with high-profile travel brands. Her blog's readership skyrocketed, and her social media following grew exponentially. Despite the whirlwind of new projects, Emily remained grounded. She continued to engage with her readers, responding to comments and emails personally. She often reflected on the journey that brought her here, from the early days of blogging to becoming a respected voice in the travel industry. Mark, seeing Emily's success, started to view her work with newfound respect. He even began to help her with some of the business aspects of her blog, offering legal advice and negotiating better deals for her. Their relationship improved as they began to support each other's endeavors. Mark learned to appreciate Emily's creativity and determination, while Emily valued Mark's expertise and guidance. One memorable evening, they attended a gala where Emily was honored with an award for her contributions to the travel industry. As she stood on stage, accepting her award, she looked out into the audience and saw Mark clapping and cheering, his eyes filled with pride. In that moment, Emily realized that she had not only achieved her dreams, but had also earned her husband's admiration and respect. Asterisk, asterisk. Chapter 5. The Triumph Asterisk. Asterisk. Emily's book continued to thrive, and she was soon approached to write a second one. Her blog's readership soared, and she began to receive offers for paid travel opportunities. She was living her dream, and it was all because she had never given up on her passion. Emily traveled to exotic locations, from the sun-kissed beaches of Bali to the bustling markets of Marrakesh. Each new destination added a chapter to her story, both in her books and in her life. She embraced every experience, savoring the sights, towns, and flavors of the world. Mark, inspired by Emily's adventures, decided to join her on some of her trips. Together they explored new cultures, tasted local cuisines, and created memories that strengthened their bond. They learned to appreciate each other's strengths and found joy in their shared experiences. Emily's second book, Wanderlust Chronicles, Exploring the Unseen, was met with even greater acclaim. It became a bestseller, solidifying her place as a leading travel writer. She was invited to speak at international conferences, sharing her insights and inspiring others to follow their dreams. Asterisk, asterisk. Chapter 6. The Legacy Asterisk, asterisk. Years later, Emily stood in front of a packed auditorium, delivering a keynote speech at a major travel expo. She spoke about her journey, the challenges she faced, and the triumphs she achieved. She encouraged others to pursue their passions, no matter how insignificant they might seem to others. As she concluded her speech, Emily looked out into the audience and spotted Mark, beaming with pride. She had not only proven her worth to him, but also to herself. Her little hobby had turned into a thriving career, one that brought joy and inspiration to countless people. Emily's story became a testament to the power of perseverance, belief in oneself, and the importance of following one's dreams. Her blog, her books, and her travels had touched the lives of many, inspiring them to explore the world and chase their passions. Back at home, Emily and Mark sat together, reminiscing about their journey. "I never imagined that your little hobby would lead us here," Mark said, his voice filled with admiration. Emily smiled, holding his hand. "It wasn't just a hobby, Mark. It was my dream, and I'm grateful that we could share it together." Their story was a reminder that dreams, no matter how small they may seem, have the potential to grow into something extraordinary. Emily's passion had not only transformed her own life, but had also brought new depth and meaning to her relationship with Mark. And so, Emily continued to write, travel, and inspire, knowing that her journey was far from over. Her little hobby had become a legacy, one that would continue to touch the hearts and minds of people around the world for years to come. The little hobby that could asterisk Emily's travel blog, Wanderlust Chronicles, was more than just a hobby to her. It was a passion that brought her immense joy. However, her husband Mark, a successful corporate lawyer, dismissed it as a trivial pastime. Determined to prove her worth, Emily poured her heart into her writing, capturing the essence of her journeys and connecting with readers worldwide. When a major publishing house offered her a book deal, Emily seized the opportunity, transforming her blog into a best-selling book. As her success soared, Mark's skepticism turned to admiration, and their relationship blossomed with newfound respect and shared adventures. Through perseverance and unwavering belief in herself, Emily's little hobby evolved into a thriving career, inspiring countless others to follow their dreams. Her story is a testament to the power of passion, determination, and the transformative impact of believing in oneself.